Should I finish tonight? Like, honestly, I'm dying. I'm dying a little bit. There's 6 pages left. Should I do it? I don't know. I got this. Okay. We got this. Any port in a storm, eh? No one had the spirit to reply. On the second day of hard driving, the flood disappeared over the horizon to the north. Well, we can drag the tension out to next week. I'm kidding. It's not even that. I'm just like, I feel like, oh, I almost don't want it to be over. But also, I feel like 6 pages is going to take me like 30 minutes instead of 20. Noah, on the second day of hard driving, the flood disappeared over the horizon to the north. The roar of it went away soon after. The roar of it went away soon after it disappeared over the horizon to the north. The ground, covered with a meter of dirty snow, no longer trembled underfoot. The world seemed dead. The other 2 books are calling. The world seemed dead. Strangely silent and still, like all my favorite characters, shrouded in white. When it wasn't snowing, the sky was still hazy, but it seemed clear enough for them to be spotted from above. So they stopped traveling by day. They moved at night without headlights. That seems like a good way to get stuck on a rock. Across a snowscape that glowed faintly under the stars. Always good to have a 5-year plan. Yes. Anne drove through these nights. Anne drove through these nights. She never told anyone about her moment. Oh my god, she did kill. Oh, okay, it was totally your fault. She never told anyone about her moment of inattention at the wheel. And she never even came close to doing it again. She never even came close to doing it again. She stayed focused with a, I'm losing it. She stayed focused with a desperate concentration, biting the inside of her mouth till it bled. Oblivious to everything but what lay in the cones of light before her. Thought they didn't have the headlights on. She usually drove all night, forgetting to wake in the next watch's drive. I'm actually fucking up the whole sentences now. I'm literally killing Frank. Some mistakes you can never make good. So true. She stayed focused with a desperate concentration, biting the inside of her mouth till it bled, oblivious to everything but what lay in the cones of light before her. She usually drove all night, forgetting to wake the next watch's driver, or deciding not to. Frank Chalmers was dead, and it was her fault. Desperately, she wished she could reach back and change things, but it was hopeless. Some mistakes you can never make good. The white landscape was marred by an infinity of stones, each capped with its own cake of snow. And the salt and pepper landscape was such a patchwork that it was hard at night for the eye to make sense of it. Sometimes they seemed to be plowing underground or floating 5 meters above it. a white world. Some nights she understood she was driving a hearse across the body of the deceased. The widows, Nadia and Maya, in back. And now she knew that Peter was dead too. Twice she heard Frank calling out to her over the intercom. Once asking for her to turn back and help him. The other crying, "Go, idiot, go." Maya was bearing up well. She was tough somehow, despite all her moods. Nadia, who Anne used to think of as the tough one, was silent most of the time. Sax stared at his screen and worked. Michel tried to talk to his old friends, and gave up unhappily when it was clear no one wanted to talk back. Simon watched Anne anxiously, as always, with unbearable concern. She couldn't stand it, and avoided his gaze. Poor Casey must have felt like he was trapped in an asylum for the aged insane. It was almost funny to think of it, except that his spirit seemed to be somehow broken. She did not understand why. Perhaps the waste. Perhaps the increasing likelihood that they would not survive. Perhaps simple hunger. There was no way of telling. The young were odd. But he reminded her of Peter, so she didn't look at him either. The snow made each night glow and pulse. Melt eventually. I cannot fucking read all of this. Okay, wait, but it does have a break in 2 pages. We might get one more book club. There might be one more, but I might just need a fucking cigarette. But I also feel this pressure of like it's like 2 a.m. or no, it's 1:30 a.m. on the East Coast of America, and I feel like all my viewers are just staying up super late. And I'm not gonna finish this fucking book. And then I haven't even streamed all week. That's honestly what's stopping me. Is I wanted to dance tonight. It's gonna be 2 a.m. by the time I'm finished. I would be able to do an easy summary next week. This guy just woke up. But that's even worse because you don't even know what's going on. And then if I take a break, it'll take me even longer to finish it tonight.